What's up guys, this is a new video of ours and today we'll be explaining the 7 essentials lessons you have to take and copy and paste for you to also build a successful online business.
So I'm Dinos. First of all, nice to meet you. I'm 19 years old and 9 months ago I was still in a classroom, but like you can see, things changed and I've been in this reselling scene but also business type of guy for around 9 months. After I dropped out, I directly started with my business partner Liam. So now we have a successful business together.
What's up guys, my name is Liam and I'm 20 years old currently. I started business around 2 years ago, did multiple 6 figures online, and I'm actually a college dropout, did multiple 9 to 5s as well, and always had the desire to build something online, and that's exactly what I did. So together we both built the brand SigVivo. If you don't follow us on IG yet, it's the exact same name as on YouTube, so just add SigVivo. Make sure to follow us there. We post all kinds of important and also lessons and also lavish lifestyle content on there all the time, so it's a lot of fun to actually follow us. So let's get straight to the video. So the first lesson of doing business is definitely going to be mindset. I'm gonna give that over to Dinos.
Thank you. So you have to understand that if you're not mindset ready, I will say it like that, if you're not mindset ready, you will not be business ready. In the business world, it's not only harsh but also cruel, but you have to get through the wall. You don't have to be emotional about it, you have to be logical about it, you have to think and just execute.
What else is very important with mindset is if you want to change something, you also have to see that. It means many people just live this lifestyle over and over again and they're not happy with their life. So if you are actually seeing that you're not happy with your life, there's just time to change it. Because if you have the mindset like a smoker, for example, and you say, I'm gonna quit tomorrow, I'm gonna start something tomorrow that will change my life, and you're just kind of doing it, next day, it will never happen. So you got to get the mindset of where you say, fuck what everyone says, fuck what my mom says, fuck what my brother thinks. If I want to achieve special goals, I will have to be the guy who's actually taking responsibility for my life to achieve the points in life where I want to get. Because if you're just sitting there and thinking all the time about starting an online business, you will never get nowhere in life. If I was just fantasizing about building a business, then it would have never happened, and I wouldn't be here in this penthouse filming this video, having this lavish lifestyle I'm always showcasing. And it's the same thing with the gym. Many people go to the gym nowadays, and if you think or fantasize about having a nice body, but then you're too lazy to actually take action and go to the gym and actually do all the exercises it takes to look buff or at least athletic, then you will not get to that goal. And that's the exact same thing with business. There's a whole blueprint and also a roadmap which showcases which you have to follow, which steps you got to do in business to actually achieve your goals.
I would say a very important point on that is fear. Most people fear, either is it now online business scene, showing their faces out on the internet, creating content, but also now to the girls and to the gym, that go talk to a girl, go to the gym, show your body, be open about it and just do it. So don't let fear take away what you can really achieve from that and keep you in your bubble.
100%, that's the thing. If you start taking action and actually just live the life you actually want to live, in the end of the day, you're also just going to be a way more open person and also way more interesting person people want to network with. Because if you're just sitting there telling people, I got these and these plans, but you're never executing them, then you just kind of look like a loser. Next step will be networking. What can you say about networking?
So networking, I would say, is the number one most important topic when it comes to creating a business, but not only creating it, but also scaling it. If I can see, or if I can watch my life, how it was 9 months ago when I was just in school, in college, doing my normal stuff, back to now where I met Liam, my life completely changed. And on that, while I'm on this business journey with Liam, we also met a ton of other successful entrepreneurs where you can have the opportunity to do business with them, to scale, but also to improve yourself as a person. So
100%. For K, it's actually the most drastic network experience I would say I ever happened. Because if he wouldn't have met me, I wouldn't be at this point and he wouldn't be at this point. So just due to the fact that we both were interested in business, I was already running something, but I was having some issues there and there. And us both meeting, we built this perfect business. We go hand in hand and we were actually able to build a business that is way beyond of what we could do ourselves alone. So it's always important to have people around you, or to surround yourself with people that have these same goals as you. There is a saying everyone is saying, of course I don't want to come over like some sketchy guru or some bullshit, but it's actually true. If you just sit around losers or people that just do a 9 to 5 all the time and don't have any goals with their life, you will become that person, because what they're saying, what they're showcasing on a daily basis is what attracts you to actually hang out with them. And if your interests are like-minded with people you don't really want to be around because they don't have the same dreams about you, then you're also kind of lying to yourself. But if you start surrounding yourself with the right people, you will start seeing goals immediately, and that's the break point for many people to actually let go of their bad friendships, their fake friendships, or friends that are just holding them back, and actually going to somewhere else where they are more liked and actually are able to build their self as a person and start becoming a better person in general.
Yeah, I will say energy is a very, very big topic on that.
100%.
If the person has a good energy or a bad energy, and you probably know that you're out with the guys and one of the guys just starts complaining, then all the group then goes down. And it's the same with business. If you surround yourself with people that are negative about everything, then no business will ever take off. You will not be able to even start. So yeah, networking will be one of the most important topics when it comes to making business. So the next point will be taking action. And yes, you probably see that in every other single YouTube video, but at the end of the day, you just need those two guys that do it right, just to prove to you that it's really about only that. And I'm going to give it directly to Liam.
So yeah, I'm actually the action taker all the time. If I see something online, I don't think about it. It's just, okay, I see this, I like this, I want this, I'm gonna get it. It's the same thing with him, for example. He's also an action taker. He's just spending money sometimes on dumb stuff, but that's also taking action.
It's also
I'll
taking
be honest
action.
with you. He sees a nice car, for example. He bought himself a V8 S5, and he was like, man, I like this fucking car. And without any doubt in his mind, he just went straight into it, said, I will be making the money back at any point. So it's more of a, it's kind of an asset for him to actually push himself to go even harder and or pay the whole maintenance on that car, and therefore he is taking action and it's boosting his business on top. And that's the thing in life. If you're just seeing stuff online, you're seeing people living a lifestyle you also want to live, like I already said, if you just think about it or fantasizing about it, sure, that's the first step. But a thought will always stay a thought. You just got to take that action, and then the thought will become into something like a huge ass business like we have it right now in this moment. For example, when I was still working 9 to 5 in a gym, one day I was seeing TikTok videos all across TikTok, and it was pinching my mind. It was a business model, and I was thinking all day about it. I was like, man, how the fuck are these people affording these nice ass things with this business model? And I watched it all the time, and I was living a shitty lifestyle, and I was living that shitty lifestyle because I already saw other business opportunities, but I didn't take action on them, or didn't take action the correct way on them. But at that night, I was like waking up all sweaty, it's 2 a.m., and I was like, bro, I can't get this fucking thought out of my head of starting this exact business model, which was reselling. And yeah, then I actually took my last 100 euros, took action, bought these things, and everything beyond that or past that is actually, fucking history, you could say.
Yeah, I mean, I can say also for myself, when I first met Liam, he introduced me kind of into the whole business thing, and then he told me, yo, just try this and that. So I was really hungry about it. I also, you see it everywhere on the internet, all the flashy cars, and of course, everyone that is in school and 9 to 5 wants to succeed in life. So I just directly took action, and then after that, the ball got really to rolling. Then we got together, and then I understood one thing, and this will be that Liam was already making business, but he had this one missing piece of information that I didn't have because I was a total beginner. So with the help of Liam, and now we go back to network, and also the missing piece of information, but with a combination of taking action, we are at the stage now where, multiple 6 figures a month and living our best life at 19 and 20. So
that's how it's gotta be, bro. And the nice thing is, with taking action and having the right network, you will also have a very, very good friend base, and you will have many good friendships just based on hustling. And the thing is, once you see you can do business with someone, he's often also a good friend, because business
You
is
can
not
trust
just like, yo, bro, these and these numbers gotta move there and there. It's more also on a private space, I would say, where you have to be cool with each other, because if you're not, then in some heated situations you could be just like, oh fuck you, man, I want to stop this business. But with business partnerships, that's not often the case. For example, what I've experienced till now. So now you know that you have to take action, you have the right network, and you also have the thought of building a business. Now the big question is, you want to take action, but on what? You just can't go out there and do something random. And if you don't have a roadmap, then it will not work. That's just how it works. As you going into the gym and fucking throwing weights all around the gym. That's not gonna work. That's not a real workout. So the first thing in a business is always what you want to sell. And if you don't have something to sell, then of course you won't be selling anything. Many people nowadays are like, oh man, it's so hard to make money online. And then I'm going to them and I'm like, okay, show me what you're selling, and then show me what's so hard about it. And then once I ask them, they're like, oh yeah, I'm not selling anything yet. And then I'm like, how can you say that online business is hard if you haven't even tried it yet? And they're like, oh yeah, I just heard something on TikTok that if you do this, you have to build an LLC, and after that you have to pay this amount of tax, and you got to do this and this. And bro, why do you care about all this stuff? You didn't even build a website yet. You don't have a product you want to sell, and you're already worrying about the big boy problems where people are making like 6 figures a month, and you're worrying about that even though you haven't made one single penny. So before you start talking about, yeah, business is so hard, find a product you want to sell and then see how it performs. And usually you should just say disciplined on that product, it instantly goes off. We, for example, do reselling, and in this video up here we'll also explain why reselling or organic reselling, what we do, is the best business model in 2025 to start as a beginner with no upfront experience and also no huge upfront budget, and make results instantly in comparison to all these other business models like trading. I don't know if trading is really a business model, but you have to invest like 4 years of your time, invest crazy amounts of capital, and then in the end, you're not even guaranteed to make any money.
At the end of the day, it's all about speed. And I want to touch on what you said with the product, because there are the people that start complaining before even having a product, and then there are the people that have an already product but they fail to sell it. And at the end of the day, when you look at those people, probably they have a product or a niche that is not very high in demand, but also people are not willing to buy it more than once. And Liam's going to explain exactly why I'm saying
100%. So I do not have I do not think like this. For example, other people nowadays, they're like, no, only this works, only this business model works. In my mind, everything works if you do it the correct way and go into the right product niche at the right time and then brand it the correct way. The thing is, there are just different business models that will pick up quicker and some that may not pick up at all. Means if you want to hit 6 figures, there will only be a small percentage of products or businesses you can actually make these amounts of money with. And most businesses, they will do you like a quick 10,000, and after that they just die out. And if you don't know how to handle business afterwards of that, then you're just dying out. For example, what we're doing is called organic reselling. What about reselling is so good? Reselling basically means you're selling a product people already know. For example, if you're selling iPhones, of course original iPhones, then people want to buy these products. It means you already have the audience. It means you don't have to do crazy marketing. You don't have to invest thousands and thousands of euros into marketing and then not having a guarantee of actually in good output or a good outcome in revenue-wise seen. So with reselling, you already know people want to buy it. You just got to find out which products work the best, and then also how you can fulfill it. Means with reselling, there is one issue. Sure, it sells all the time, everything sells out, but at some point, reselling or the products will just not hit as much anymore, and then you will have a decrease in people wanting to buy your stuff because maybe there's more competition, maybe the product is outdated, all that stuff.
Or maybe the outreach.
Or maybe the outreach as well. Yeah. Reselling is what I made all my money with to this point, and it's just a very, very good business model to start off. But after you start making some results in there and you actually want to do it for the long term and you're not just looking forward to make a quick buck, then you have to do something else and actually go for a more efficient way where you are able to have your business longer lasting than just selling some stuff on eBay and then that's it. So what we're doing with our clients, for example, is we're selling these watches. So now you think, okay, he's wearing an AP. Sure, it looks like an AP, but it's not an AP. It's a Seiko Mod actually. It means it's a modified watch from Seiko that looks like a luxury watch, for example, like a Patek, like an AP, all these luxury watches. But it's having a budget, or you can sell it to your end clients or marketplaces on a website for around 300 euros. And I'm getting these watches for around 100 euros. And the demand for these watches is like crazy because people nowadays, they just want to have nice watches. The old money trend is picking up. People just want to dress nicely and stand out with different accessories, for example, like a watch. And people already know these Seiko Mods because they have been around for 10 years. You're selling a product people already want to buy. And the way we do it in organic reselling is we're not just buying these watches like loads and loads and loads of watches and then having them laying around at home. We're actually drop shipping these watches. So we're taking the good part of reselling, which is basically the product. The product is already known, people want to buy it, but the way of fulfillment in reselling is just bullshit because you have to buy stuff up front without knowing if it will actually sell. And with drop shipping, you actually have a good way of fulfillment because you're just sending out stock once it has already been paid for by the end client. And the product in drop shipping is, in my opinion, total bullshit because you're just advertising something off of AliExpress. No one knows it, so you don't have an image. So we just take the two positive points out of those business models, combine them, and that's organic reselling. And that's also what helps or not really helps. That's what's the
scales.
That's the reason why all of our clients are doing above 10,000 euros a month. On average. It's crazy. I believe even 11,800 is currently the average revenue.
Because when we first started with Sigvivo, we were also like selling those watches to marketplaces. But then after a while, after we hit that 10K a month mark, we realized that there is more to do with that. And
100%.
How can you really bring those or the niche to a better market or to scale it? And this is where we had the idea to combine the reselling product with the dropshipping fulfillment.
100%, but it's not just that. You can also do that with other products, but it will not be hitting as much as with these Seiko Mods because a watch also has a very unique customer. A customer who's buying watches, if you provide the right customer service, good shipping times, responding quickly, having the watches in a very good quality, the guy wants to buy off you over and over again. If I sell an iPhone to him,
then I have a phone.
Yes, but he won't need another phone anytime soon off of me again. Means the customer lifetime on your store or buying stuff off of you is very, very short. Means I'm just selling something to him once and after that he's gone. And I can't ask him many times to pay me again for a service or product that I want to that I basically could provide to him because it's the same deal over and over again. He doesn't need 20 iPhones. But with watches is, for different occasions, you want different watches, and that's exactly what watch collectors do, or people that buy watches. They want different occasions. They want a rose gold one. They want a one that looks more sporty, one that's more elegant, a dating watch, something very simple. And that way, if you're doing Seiko Mods the correct way, you will be able to sell these watches out like crazy. And due to the fact that our supplier is having like over 500 different watches of these, you will be able to reach huge amounts of people that actually want to buy these watches in all kinds of sectors, not just iPhone people, for example, and Samsung is going out the window. No, you're just guaranteed to make a load of fucking money with Seiko Mods if you're doing it like we do it in the organic reselling way.
The biggest thing that I will say is important about Seiko Mods will be that the people can really get luxury watches or lookalikes, but for a fraction of a price. So
that's the thing. People want a luxury watch,
but they don't, lifestyle,
but they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay the price tag that's on the luxury watch. But on the other hand, they also don't want to wear a replica because that's just corny. If you're pulling up to up to school and you're wearing like a fake AP that's costing 30,000, everyone will think it's fake. It's probably fake, and that's the thing. So people want to look luxurious without spending the luxurious price tag, and it should also not be a replica. And that's exactly what Psychomods is. Means people know you Psychomods. They don't think it's, let's say, cringe, awkward, or you won't be called out.
I mean, we
other
have to
people.
say that they also have a great quality on that. So you have to say that.
Bro, I'm usually wearing my Rolex. It's a real Rolex bad girl, and I don't know. This is a Psychomod, and I fucking love it, guys. I can't send this out enough. I'm a really quality guy. You can see it. We got the nicest
Yeah.
whips. We got the S class. So we're very, very heavy
Picky
on
and
picky
and
on
heavy.
quality. So if this watch was some bullshit, I wouldn't wear it. And me actually wearing it is showcasing how good I like these watches. So that should already be a statement of what a quality product we're selling here to our end clients, or what our clients are selling to their end clients.
So the next thing will be to reinvest in your business. And I will clearly start with saying that yes, we have a lot of clients that are reaching 10K a month and all of that, but after a while we can both see that they lack hunger because they make a bunch of money in a small time frame, and then they don't reinvest in their business. They just take the money and spend it. At the end of the day, yeah, you can spend it, but still, why is it important to reinvest? Tell them.
We had Jacob, and he was doing 10K after 1.5 months in profits, not revenue, with organic reselling and selling these watches. And yeah, he always was messaging me. I had contact with him for a long time, and I put him on. After a while, I was like, come on, try this out. It worked perfectly fine for him. In the beginning, he was totally hungry, and after a while, he was like, yeah, man, I made good amounts of money. Of course, 10K is not, it's nothing too
It's
crazy,
not that
but
much, but still.
it's still something for people that didn't make money yet. And then he just blew everything, and then he came back to me and he was like, oh yeah, bro, I blew all the money, and does it still work, and can I get back on my feet? And
It's a big problem.
that's
Many
exactly
people
what
have.
we did. So we just took him back. I explained this whole thing that I'm going to also explain to you guys in this exact moment. I was being like the dad. I'm telling him, bro, you got to invest into your business. If you start making money, you want to actually keep this cash flow alive, you will always have to reinvest into your business, which also means you're reinvesting into yourself. Many people on the internet also say that, but most people don't understand what they mean
What
with
does
that.
it really mean?
They
Yeah.
think, okay, I gotta buy some crazy stuff, some crazy outfit, so I'll look better. And the girls like, no, that's not the case. For example, what a good reinvest for us was, we were having our business Sig Vivo, and after a while we were like, okay, how can we do more outreach and actually reach more people with this business model, because it's bringing in so many good results within such
Quick
such quick time, and all kinds of different ages. So we knew we had a crazy good product where we could actually help people to achieve their dream of actually making their first 5-6 figures online. And then the big question was, okay, what can we do? First thing we said, we got to start YouTube.
Yeah.
So outreach. Next thing, quality content. So we invested a good
amount. Yeah,
a
this was a good amount.
we invested a good amount of money into, for example, this exact camera right here.
Yeah.
We have a whole setup behind us. All that costs money.
I mean, but
And
also
even
the penthouse,
the whole penthouse
The
we're renting out
S-Class,
in this exact moment is
everything.
also costing money. Sure, some people would say it's just spending money, it's done. No, it's actually not, because we're running an online business, and what we showcase to our community is actually what people will see us like. And due to the fact that we're driving this nice car, we're having these nice things in life, we're having this penthouse, we're actually also connecting to many people, and therefore it's an invest in our business. Of course, if you're some guy who's working a 9 to 5 and then you're just renting out a fucking penthouse for 1 month for 10K, then it's not a business. It's always what you do with things.
If you think about it, everything that we talk about reconnects at the same point. So reinvesting into your business is reinvesting into yourself, means into your own mindset, so that more business can be open. Because reinvesting into your business opens you more doors.
So what many clients of us do is actually, we have different websites with different conversion rates, so different amounts of money they can make on different platforms, depending on which plugins they have. For example, many clients, they have a lower budget, and then they go with the cheapest option, and then after they see, okay, man, this thing that Sig Vivo is actually showcasing me is bringing in such quick results, I want to keep building this business and actually start activating a way bigger cash flow than I'm already having. They just go over to the better websites, and that's also invest. Means they already use their yeah, they're already existing audience, and then due to the fact that they're upgrading at ours, of course, for a truck, for a price tag, they will get more efficient stores, which will convert better, which brings them in a better cash flow, which is also invested in
Yeah,
their
which
self. They could
grows
also
the business.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So everything you're buying in this world
Is-
could be an invest into yourself, depending on what business niche you're in. And once you figure out which business niche you actually want to scrape on or try out, you will see what is actually a business invest and which
You can
one
actually
isn't.
target your investments or expenses.
For
to-
example, a guy who's doing OnlyFans. For him, it would
Yeah,
be
it
it would be an invest to get some hookers, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
But for a guy,
Damn, my phone. But yeah.
but for a guy who's just getting a hooker because he wants to get laid, that's
That's
not an invest.
consuming. That's
That's
consuming,
consuming.
not creating.
The other one is creating, and the other one is consuming because he's in a different business niche. You
Yeah.
guys get what I'm saying?
I mean, it's pretty simple. It's pretty logical. Get
Okay.
hookers to make money. So the next point will be scaling. First of all, yes, we talked about mindset. The second thing will be to get you started, to really take action. Next thing will be to reinvest into your business, but the end point will be on how to properly scale your business and have a sustainable business that you can really feel. I will say it like that.
Yeah, it's really yeah. The thing is, once you start making money online, it just fades away real quick.
Yeah.
You probably notice you go to a trip to Spain or something with your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever who you're watching or is doing, or you had a nice trip, and then on the first few days, it's like, oh man, I love this. This is so nice. And
But
then after a few days, it just fades away. Yeah, I'm on vacation, and that's it. So people with an actual business mindset, they always want to achieve greater things. Means they always want to be better in business. They want to make more money. They want to meet more people, and that's also the same drive you need to have to build a successful brand that is also developing over time and not just being flushed down in the toilet like most of the brands do because they're just lazy to scale their whole business. And that's exactly what we do all the time. We had some competition back then, and there was a guy who was doing the same thing as us, and we basically just copy and pasted him in the beginning to get our first 5-figure months in. And after that, we recognized that he is not developing his business, and he's just selling the same bullshit over and over again. And if you keep doing that, then your business at some point will fail because you're not developing, like I said, with the time. So while we're developing our business, we started the Escape project, we started signing clients, we started selling different amounts of watches, looking around which suppliers we can work with, better shipping times, boom, 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 taking action all the time. He was still sitting there and having some affiliate links on Alibaba like fucking 2 years later.
And a
He's still-
course
and a course from ChatGPT.
From ChatGPT.
He was already selling like
Yeah.
2 years
2
ago.
So,
So-
we had basically the same course that we then copied and adapted to ourselves. And 2 years, not even 1 year after, we came to the conclusion that this guy is really just staying at home, doing this daily shit.
And that's
I mean, yeah.
That's the exact thing. He will always keep
Keep
filming
yeah,
videos
keep
out
on
of
doing
his
that, yeah.
child's room, and we're up here basically selling the same product as him, but just a different way because we know how to scale a business. And that's a good thing you said. We copy and pasted him. I want you guys to understand this.
Yeah.
We're sitting here not because we're some crazy guys who developed something or a specific form of this glass. Yeah, I really have it with the glass cup today. No, we're not rocket scientists. Business is always just seeing what works and then copy and paste it and doing it better. That's the exact same thing we did.
Yeah.
We took his pictures, we copy and pasted him. Let's just be honest, we copy and pasted him.
I mean, this
Viva
is-
Mod, shout out an dich.
I
We will
mean,
blur this out.
it's the same thing with every other business model.
No, and that's the thing. People nowadays think they have to build something crazy, something new that's
the
on the
new
market.
Apple.
That's bullshit. Just simply copy and paste. And that's also what our clients do. We give them the exact blueprint. We show them which watches go the best. We show them how to list, at what price point it is. And the only thing they're doing is actually using the roadmap or the blueprint we're giving to them inside the Scale project,
And just-
copy and pasting that, and then,
Just
hitting their
taking
first
action,
10K,
yeah.
10K revenue on marketplaces within their first month. It's actually that simple, man. We have proven that thousands and thousands of times, which is of course proving that what we're selling to our clients or what our clients are selling to their end clients is actually working and bringing in crazy numbers. But it's also showing that copying and pasting businesses is always going to be the way to go. Don't develop some new bullshit business. Simply just look out.
Yeah, it's not
Simply just look out what works and then try to do it better. And then I 100% guarantee you will be making a lot of money.
And I mean, I want to touch on building a brand. On that, we talked about it earlier. But I see a mistake that many people do, especially when it comes into creating their own Shopify store and doing all the stuff. They focus too much on the product itself.
100%.
So if you go about building your brand, it's not, you have to think about that. It's not about the glass itself, because every other glass you can put water in it and you can drink it. It's about the feeling that the glass is going to give you, but also that people can have a type of connection with a company.
It's a brand name.
It's a brand name. This is the same with all the clothing brands out there. You wear Loro Piana because it makes you feel like more exclusive or in any type of way.
100%. People have to remind you as a brand. If they're just like, okay, I bought something off of some random guy
Just a glass.
and it was a good product, it will always just stay a good product. But if that good product had a name, for example, some of our clients, when they sell these Psychomods, sure, you could be naming yourself Psychomod Seller. But that's some bullshit. So we, for example, have some people called Solvento. They have different kinds of names. And once people start buying off that, they're not, okay, I bought the Psychomod off this guy. It's, I bought the Psychomod off of Solvento, and his service was outstanding, and I love the watch and the experience, and he was responding so quickly to all my customer inquiries or needs, and that's why I love shopping with Solvento. So always look forward, once you've already created a business, to actually have a brand name behind it. Be the guy who's actually like, once people buy off of you, they're like, man, I bought this watch off of Sig Vivo. I love the experience, and that's the thing. If we were just some random people,
you will not watch this video, first of all.
Yeah, it's the same thing. If we go out there, we bring results in, and people would be like, or for example, you start this whole Escape project thing, you bring in your first 5 figures or 6 figures, let's say within half a year, and then your friends are asking, yo, how are you starting to live this lifestyle? What did you do? What was the secret formula? And then you can be like, okay, man, Sig Vivo, this guy, I love this guy. He has a personal brand. He shows me exactly how to do it. He showed it to thousands and thousands of other people, and everyone succeeded. That sounds better than just being like, yeah, man, there was this random guy explaining to me how business works.
I just bought a course of a guru. I don't know his name. I just bought the course because the course.
So always have something outstanding on your name. So have a name and also something outstanding to it, which is actually kind of connecting the dots with your customer. Means, for example, with Sig Vivo, it's just people list these watches on marketplaces, and I did it many times myself just to prove that it's not just bullshit I'm talking. I did 70 listings on marketplaces, on eBay to be exact, and after 3 days I did close to 4,000 euros in total revenue. And that's just talking around, because our clients are getting in these instant crazy results, and it's just spreading the world. So now in the end effect, if you're watching this video, of course you're sitting there, you're trying to start.
You're fired up.
You're trying to start this business, and I'm telling you, man, it's already out there. Everything out there you're dreaming of is already waiting for you. That Lambo you want to buy, that Mercedes you want to buy, is already waiting for you in some special room. It's already there. It has already been created for you. The only thing, the penthouses, everything is already there. The only thing you will need is taking action, and that's also what all of our clients are doing. Means if they wouldn't have ever taken the action to actually join the Escape project, they wouldn't be at the points or bringing in the results we're currently bringing in. Means if you want to change something about your life, of course, start watching motivational videos, but stop watching it to this day.
Stop wasting
Today
time
is the
on
day,
that,
100%. Today is the day where you have to change something about your life. It can't be that there are 20 and 19-year-old guys living this lifestyle you're dreaming about. It's a Thursday right now. It means you're probably working and we're living this. It means we're the living proof of, we're basically the mirror of what you could be if you would actually take the action. But you're not being it because you're too scared. So stop being scared, start taking action, and then I'm promising you, you will be seeing the results. that sounds good and you're also interested into selling these cycles and getting the exact same results as all of our clients do, there will be a link down below where you can apply to work with us. We are, of course, we're always very, very picky of whom we're working with. So if we actually decide to work with you, we will reach out to you within 1 or 2 days. And after that, we will get you to 5 figures within 1 or 2 months. So guys, with that, I would say, let's settle up this whole video. And my guy, Dinos, thank you for being in this video and also being my business partner.
So guys, now it's the final step to either stay the same for the rest of your life and wake up when you're 30 and think about how the time got wasted, or really take the first step into creating your own online business, but also living the lifestyle you're dreaming of.